It is finally here, the 5th of October, which means season 2 Blue Lock episode 1 has just aired, and I have just watched the first episode, and oh my gosh, it was more than I expected, because episode 1 of season 2 is the start of Blue Lock volume 12 and contains the first 2 chapters in this volume. The episode is also called Tryouts, which is the first chapter of volume 12. The second chapter is Chosen Path, and it also has the first few pages of A Last Ticket. And oh my god, they animated so much more and they put so much detail in the animation that I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, but let's recap. Did anything soccer related happen in this episode? No. Well, you know what? Before the opening song starts, you see an interaction between the 2 Itoshi brothers, Sei and Rin, and oh my gosh, tears were dropping down. It was such a sad moment, and there you could see the resolve of Rin being like, I am gonna find you, my brother. It really felt that first part like, you know, I don't know, he's going off to war and he's trying to stop his brother from going to war. And I was like, he's just going, you know, like to play soccer. He's not going to war. But no. They completely dramatized that whole first part and I'm here for it. Okay, I love the drama. So we already have the first, I would say first 3% of the episode was a drama. Okay, then we cut over, of course, to the opening song, and the visuals displayed really emphasizes the rival between the 2 brothers. At the end, you see that it's more also going to the other characters, but no, the main focus is really on the 2 brothers. Then it cuts off to see Ego sitting there drinking his cup of, I guess it's coffee, or I don't know what it is. And he is talking to one of the executives of a Japanese football, and they're having this very interesting conversation. And then you of course know that soccer, also in the real world, really is more politics than playing soccer. And this, of course, all happens just before, of course, the opening song. But then Ego talks to everybody in the room and he tells them who are the top 6. And of course, who are the top 6, right? We know who the top 6 are, or at least I already knew who the top 1 and 2 were even before I was reading the manga, right? So the top 1 was, of course, Rin. He has been the top 1 from the beginning. The top 2 is my top 1, right? It's Shido. So you already see that this is going to be interesting in this episode. And then we get 3 characters which I have less of affiliate with. So they are not yet on top of my mind that I'm saying, you know what, let's spend time on them. We will spend time on them later, but we're not going to spend time on them now. And then, of course, number 6 is Nagi. And yes, of course, that brings a lot of complications again into the story because, you know, the whole Ryo and Nagi thing. And also because Isagi is really torn between, should I go the more safer route or should I go the route which gives me the most difficulty? Because after the top 6 have been announced, all the remaining 29 players need to select in which team they are gonna play with. And they only get 1 chance because the top 6, they get multiple chances. However, the remaining one only get 1 chance, except for one, and that is Bashira. Bashira will get 2 tries because Bashira is the number 7. And then everybody after the announcements has 24 hours to pick a side, right? And they go into the cafeteria and have some nice food and debate the choices that they have. And they also discuss, of course, that the old Team Z mates who didn't make it, you know, how Blue Lock forces you to make the egoistic choice. And there are a lot of fun interactions happening during this lunch scene. But in the end, Isagi is really torn between which of the teams he needs to select. And he is torn between choosing between the team of Rin and the team of Nagi. Then after that, we cut off to the top 6. And of course, you know, who are right at each other's throat? It's Rin and Shido. Well, mainly because, of course, Shido is there to just, you know, make trouble, because he loves trouble. And Shido goes immediately for the attack. And yes, luckily there's still Ego who tempers them down and says, guys, don't do that. You need to stand above this all. Then after that, we enter the bathroom because Isagi needs to brush his teeth. And he has the difficult decision to choose, who am I gonna pick, right? And then, of course, Bodo comes along with his hair down. And I was like, oh my God. You know I have a borrow curse, right? So whenever I open stuff, Bodo comes along, which is not my favorite character, but he gives Isagi some very wise advice. Next to also Nico coming along, but later on, Nico shooing Isagi away because he doesn't want to show his forehead to anybody. And then, of course, after Isagi has been shooed away, Isagi goes to the television room where he looks at all the gameplay and really is in a difficult pinch on who should he decide for, and enters my cute boy Rio, giving the best advice of everybody there, and also in the process giving himself the best advice which is out there. And then we cut over to the final part of the episode. And in the final part of the episode, you see which teams all the 29 remaining players have selected. And it is no shock, right? Because Isagi chose to go for the team where Rin is in, and Rio chose the team to go in where Nagi is in, because he does really want to see how far he can take this. And yeah, that is the recap of that episode. And oh my gosh, I love everything about this episode. There's, like I said, right, there's zero amount of playing soccer, except for, you know, like the really small bit at the way beginning where you see, of course, Sei and Rin play against each other. But other than that, there is just a lot of giving advice, fighting, and just straight up humor. Especially the humor in the cafeteria is just so funny. I'm not going to spoil anything about that, but it is so funny to see how all these characters interact with each other. Like I said, there are actually 3 teams. And the first team is Rin and Shido. So the second team is Karasu and Otoya. And the third team is Nagi and Yukimiya. So yeah, those are the teams where everybody needs to choose out of. And yes, well, most of the players actually chose the first team. And an even amount, I think, if I looked at it very fast, but let me look in the manga. And a even amount chose between Team B and Team C. It's always nice to have the manga next to you so that you know, like what's gonna happen. Okay, so that was it for the recap of Season 2, Episode 1. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a horrible week to wait for Episode 2, and it's gonna be amazing. But in order to, survive, I have here this nice selection of Blue Lock cookies. And they come with very cute stickers. So let's start unpacking them. Yes, because, that's what I do most of the times, right? I don't recap animes, because I suck at it. But you know what? We're going to combine unpacking and unpacking the episode. So yeah, these cookies are amazing. So these cookies are so delicious, and they come with the Blue Lock characters on them. So I'll show one package. I'll show you some of the cookies because here we go. We have Jume, and I'm not gonna grab all of them. Oh, There we go. And we have another one. And oh, Gagamaru. And who else do we have? Oh, Zanitsu. Actually, Zanitsu didn't make any real appearance in this. Nope, they didn't. Okay, let's open this one. Oh, did I show you the lineup, by the way? So the lineup is really cool. Most of them are in their awakened form. Let's see if you can see them very well. And most of them I already have, by the way, because I've eaten so many of these cookies. I think I am only missing. I think I'm missing only a few. I'll tell you if I have double. Oh wait, I'll show you. Like I said, right? I'm only missing a few because look, this is the stack that I already have. So yeah, I have a lot. So yeah, let's get into the first one. But oh my gosh, it started off so great this episode. 1, 2, 3. Botto! So we continue the borrow curse, of course. Hello, Botto. Look at the Botto. I actually don't have Botto. So I'm actually happy that I have a Botto curse because now I have Botto, which awesome. Okay, let's move along to the next one. But yeah, no, this season could not have started any better. You know, like the fight between Rin and Shido. Wow, it wasn't that like heavy in the manga. The fact how they animated it, it's wow. Okay, it should be more of a fighting drama type of series. It should not be about soccer because there's hardly any soccer. Like I said, there's hardly soccer in this episode. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Kunigami. Okay, so I have Kunigami. Yes, we're very sad, and Chigiri was very very stern in this episode about Kunigami not being there. But he was a trooper, okay? He was a trooper about it. But you could see the hurt in him, right? You could see that he was like, I'm sad that Kunigami is not here. Where's my hero? It's because he is called the princess, right? So the princess needs a hero. The princess can also save the hero, by the way. But don't worry about it. Okay, let's go for another one. Well, we have our main protagonist. We have Isagi here. And yeah, this episode, I don't know, because they had to, of course, focus a lot on Rin and the conflict with Shido and and also with Sei. Kinda, even though I like this episode and how he was in this episode, they didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really shine. He still doesn't have that main character syndrome, right? Like, for example, with Windbreaker, I'm rooting for Sakura, right? Sakura is my favorite. Yet Rin is still not there. Not Rin. I'm not... See, even now I'm mispronouncing. Like with Isagi, it's still not there, right? It's still not there that I'm like... I feel for you, right? I can, like with Rio and Nagi, I can cry, right? I can cry real buckets of tears when something, like when Isagi was sitting with Rio, I cried because of what Rio said, not because of Isagi, even though what he's saying is also, like kind of emotional, but I cried because of Rio. That's so ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? I'm done with the bottle curse. Let's move along, people. Nothing to see. Gosh darn it. Here we go again. Watch me get another bottle. Oh, by the way, this is the other packaging. These were, by the way, released when the Nagi movie was in the... there we go. The Nagi movie was released. And they were very hard to get. However, I bought these at the Bandai Cross store in Japan. So, you know what? I'm happy that I got them. And I ate so many of these cookies in Japan. It was ridiculous. By the way, I know my nails aren't pink. They're green. I thought this was a lighter green, like more to represent Rin, because I was debating doing green and the pinkish red. But then I thought, oh no, then I will look like Christmas. And it's almost Halloween. And I should not look like Christmas on Halloween, right? So that's why I only went for green. Now you know, okay? Let's see, which one do we have? We have Isagi. So it's the Isagi and Butter show today. There we go. Well, okay, let's be honest. Bado in this episode was really supportive of Isagi because he was actually really amazed that Isagi didn't make the top 10, the top 6, because Bado wants to crush, of course, Isagi. But like in the end, he says, "I'm the king anyway, so whatever." So he was like being all emotional, and then he went, like back to his alpha male, like attitude, and I was like, "Oh, Potter, you were almost there. You almost moved up a place in, like in my Blue Lock lineup." And then he had to say that king part, and then I was like, "Okay, never mind. You're back at the bottom again." It's like, no, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Who are you? Oh, we have Nagi. Do I have you? I don't think I have you. Let me check in my lineup. Do I have? Yeah, I have Nagi. Okay, but Nagi is very cute and adorable. We love our Nagi. Oh no, it's not going very well. I mean the bottom one I didn't have, but the Isagi Striker one I actually did have. So yeah, that's not a good thing. Oh no. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. 1, 2, 3. Chigiri. I have Chigiri. I don't mind having duplicates of Chigiri. Chigiri is very cute. But oh my gosh. The opening song. Yes, we saw a glimpse of his mom. I'm so happy. I know we saw it before, right? But it's good that it's also in there where she's in, like in the stage cheering for her son. I love it. It's good, like to see the moms, like hyping up their sons and being there for them. So yeah, it was fun to see that. And Bashira's mom is also such an angel. She's such a cutie. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, we're talking about Bashira's mom, and we get Bashira. There we go. We have cute little Bashira. Hope you can see it. There's something wrong with my camera. You can see it better now. But yeah, this is cute little Bashira. And then, oh no, I only have a couple more left. So I have one loose and 2 attached to the back. Oh, you know what? Let's do the one loose. Oh no, we're almost done. But yeah, what was your take on this episode of Blue Lock? And I think a lot of you have already read the manga, of course, so you know. But what was your take on how they animated these 2 chapters? There we go. We have Isagi again. Because I don't have enough Isagi already. Oh well, we have Isagi. And let's go for the next one. So yeah, it's better than I expected. And I know so many people are so critical. But you know what? When you reach my age, right? And when your eyesight starts to deteriorate, you know what? I can see I can see the difference anymore between, like HD and 4K. My eyes can't comprehend that. No. If I look at a 4K screen and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. And then I look at an HD screen and I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty. I'm sorry. Okay, I come from, like very pixelated world, so everything's pretty in my eyes if it's a bit less blurry. There we go. Who we have? Oh, yes, no, yeah. I'm speaking Dutch. I don't have this one. This is a new one. This is number 10 of the sticker collection, and this is Rio. Yes. Oh, I get emotional every time I see you. Oh no, don't get emotional. Okay, so we have the final baggie. Oh, who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, and let me know. Do you like this? Do you like recap of the episode and also at the end doing an unboxing of something? Even if you don't like it, I'm still gonna do it, okay? Because it's for myself. Oh, if you're still here and you saw this, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to stick out my tongue to hurt you. Sorry. Let's do the final one. Oh, Nagi. I don't have this one. This is number 9. Oh, Egoist. Oh, I love that. Team U. Oh, this is a very nice one. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me show you my full sticker collection. So there we go. Here we have my full collection. So this is number 1, Isagi. We have Bashira. We have Kunigami. And another Kunigami. And then we have a lot of... I thought I had a lot of Chigiri, but apparently this is my only Chigiri, which is number 4. I have 2 Baros, which we pulled today. And I have only one Nagi. We have one Rin. Another Rin. Apparently I have two Rins. And oh, apparently I had him already. So we have two Nagi Egoist. And we have, apparently I also had this one already. So we have two Rios. And then this one I have the most of, which is the Isagi one. And one is not a bit nice. So yeah, I'm happy that I have doubles. Wait, that was number 11. And then we go to number 12, which is Bashira. We have number 13, which is Chigiri. Another Chigiri. And then we have number 14, which is Kunigami. Number 15, which is Zanetsu. Number 16, both of the 16, that is Nagi. And we have number 17, which is Rio. And if you counted very fast, there are 17 in the lineup. I'm only missing one. I'm missing number 6. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I say, miss you, love you, bye-bye.